Heyo, tabletop sports fans, this is Bob Hansen coming to you from Bob's Tabletop Sports, and we are going to be showing you today a game of 7-inning baseball with the 2020 set by Travis Jansen. We have modified it a bit for the 7-inning baseball format. We'll be doing a game between the Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers at Minute Maid Park in Houston. And here we go to the tabletop. All right, let's get down to the field here. And we have our team set up, but we are going to go through the process of the daily activities for these two teams. So we're going to start out with figuring out whether or not they're going to have the actual lineups you see here, or if we're going to be modifying them at all. So start with the Texas Rangers. And we roll a die, and they are going to have a modification to their lineup, which is anytime we get a decider die, and it's going to be their catcher. So we're going to go and find their catcher. Their backup catcher, I should say. Their backup catcher is Kiner Falefa. Okay. But he'll be replacing Chirinos. But Chirinos and him both have the same place in lineups. I actually have lineups on these cards here, so you can see here. This lineup here is the actual lineup, and then this is the lineup with the backup catcher in it. So we do account for having that backup catcher in most of the time when there is a replacement. So we'll do the same thing for the Astros. And the Astros are also going to have a replacement today. And it is also going to be their catcher. So both teams using their backup catchers for game one. And so we'll bring in Garneau. And he'll be replacing Maldonado in the lineup. And it's also in the same place in the lineup as well. Most of the teams don't put their catcher in the back spot here in this lineup, but these two teams just happen to. So. All right, then we're going to determine whether or not each team is semi-harmonious or semi-dissonant for the game. Because this is the first game of the season, they'll be both rolling as if they had tied their previous game, which means a 1-3. I'll be using the black die for the Ranger, or actually use the red die for the Rangers, and the blue die for the Astros. So both of them are going to be semi-dissonant coming into this game. Interesting. All right, and now we're going to roll to see what cards they have for this game. Remember, we have these special action cards, or manager cards, kind of a quasi-manager card. So we're going to look at the Rangers first. They get one, and they're going to get a experience card for this match. And the Astros are going to get two because they're the home team. So they get one originally, and then they get one for being the home team. They're going to get two stat cards. All right. So we're all set there. And now, all we need to do is get these set up on here. And I think, hot and cold batters. That's right. So hot and cold players. Could be batter, could be pitcher. This is the interesting thing about this, how this league works. Or it could be none. 6 and 6. So the Texas Rangers are not going to have any hot or cold players for the game. Okay, how about the Astros? They're going to have no hot players, and their pitcher is going to be cold. So Verlander is going to be cold for this game. All right, here we go. So we're ready to go. We just need the decider die back here, and so our first batter is going to be Elvis Andrus in the first inning. All right, 1-3-5, going right to the ballpark chart just to start things off. We're playing at Minute Maid Park, semi-small, semi-small. Semi came up, so it is small. 13. 13 is going to be a small ballpark. Foul ball hits first base bleachers. Batter still at bat. So we just have to re-roll the whole bat from the start. All right, 3, 4, 5. That is going to be a strikeout. I know these results pretty well, so if I rush through these, just assume I know what I'm talking about. Maybe I don't, but you know. We go to the blue chart on the next result, which is the baseball now. That means the Verlander is cold, and he does not get the advantage of being semi-hot after a strikeout. It's going to be a 16. Hot pitcher, no. Otherwise, line single past second base. If the batter had a delta rating, he'd be getting probably a double or more. Okay, so Frazier on first, and that is our first hit of the game. All right. And I'm just going to write a few things here on the score sheet that I didn't write before. So excuse me while I get this done. Let me show you the score sheet while we're at it. So all we're recording here is we have the two team names. We recorded dissonant for both of them, the cards that they have, and then the pitchers. And then we record hits and runs, and that's it. And then the box score. We're not doing anything outside of that, although I'll write down anytime we have relief pitchers come in. So we'll get to that in a little while. Frazier up with a runner on first. And it's going to be a 1-4-6 flash check, I believe. It is a flash check. He is double flash. That means the next two batters are out unless they're good eye, but neither of them are good eyes. So that is that. And we go to the bottom of the first with no score after 1/2. So we're going to go to George Springer. And it's going to be 1-2-6. It's going to be a line out to second. It's a fresh check and an out. Oh, geez, we are just dropping dice all over the place here. Okay, here we go. All right. Altuve. Oh, I got to get the out here. It's going to be 1-2-2. 1-2-2, I believe, is a workman check. Nope, champion or whiffer. He is neither. And therefore, it is going to be a line out to third, 2 outs. And it's going to be Brantley, Michael Brantley. 3-3-4. 3-3-4 is going to be ace or star. Kluber is neither. So it's going to be sad sack, otherwise line single unless he's eager, but the decided die came up as he is eager, so he does get the out. And that will end the inning with, I believe, a ground out. All right. So, one away, top of the second inning, leading off, Santana. It's going to be a 5-5-6, ace check, no, and it's going to be a double. All right, so a double for Santana, and the Rangers got something cooking here in the second. Odor. Ooh, 1-4-5, going to be a ground out. Runner stays at second. Brings up Guzman. 2-4-5, hero check, no. Otherwise, pop out to second. That'll be the second out. No movement again on the base paths. And we are going to the red chart for the next result. Semi-prospect versus an icon. Okay. However, the Rangers do have an experience card, so I think they're going to use it here to make, instead of semi-prospect, he's going to be a semi-icon instead. So it's going to be semi-icon versus icon. No, he didn't get the icon, so 23. Going to be the result on the red chart. Prospect pitcher, no. And it's going to be a ground out to second. Ends the inning, so left the runner stranded on second after a leadoff double. We go to the Astros, bottom of the second. Bregman leading off. 2-5-6. It's going to be struggler, no. Champion or patient. He is semi-patient, did not get the decider die. Infield drama, though, so they'll get the infield drama roll. And it's going to be a 1-3 on the infield drama. They could have used the stat card here, but they didn't want to, I don't think. But they wanted to take their chance with the infield drama. Didn't work out for him. Second baseman, iron, otherwise safe ground out, so it's going to be a ground out for Bregman, and then Gurriel is up to bat. So, Gurriel, 1-2-4, that's going to be a control check, and that pitcher does have control, and that will be out number 2 with a ground out. Brings up Carlos Correa. Carlos Correa, 2-2-4. That's going to be pitching at home. No. Is he a slugger? No. It's going to be a single. And the Houston Astros have their first hit of the game. All right. Brings up Josh Reddick. Reddick with a 1-3-4. That's going to be a gold catcher check. So looking at their catcher, no. Placement catcher does not have gold catcher status. Then we look at champion, otherwise outfield drama. So we're going to be going to the outfield drama chart. Outfield drama chart 2-6. 2-6 is going to be center fielder Stoic. So we're going to look at their center fielder, who is Santana, and he is not Stoic. So that is going to be a grab for an out and ends the inning. So anything that they got started ends quickly with that out. And we go to the top of the third. Still no score. And top of the lineup for the Rangers, Andrews, in this battle for Texas, 1-4-4. It's going to be Flash, and that's going to be 2 strikeouts because he's double Flash. And neither of them are good eyes. So we go to, actually, hang on a second. Condition on that one, questionable or lenient umpire. And so the decider die came up as null for that. So it will be. We'll roll for the second one just in case. How does that sound? I think that's fair. Oh, no, he doesn't come up questionable on the other one either. So, yep, it's 2 strikeouts. Todd Frazier up. It's going to be a 1-2-3. That's the third strikeout, and that is the end of the inning. All right, we're going to the bottom of the third. 1-2-3. Rangers got punched out by the Astros, and it's going to be Garneau leading off. 2-3-3. 2-3-3, ace or star? No. Slugger. Yep, home run. And we have a 1-0 game after Dustin Garneau sends it into the bleachers here at Minute Maid Park. All right, George Springer. 1-2-2. It's going to be workman check. No. Champ or whiffer. He semi-whiffer did not get the decider die. So it's going to be a line out to third. 1 out. Altuve. Up to bat. And it's going to be a 1-2-6 line out to second base because of a fresh check. And we're still in the third inning. So yes, Kluber is still fresh. Brantley. 4-6-6 control, yes, and that is going to result in a pitch red single, and we have a runner on first for yet another hit in this inning. All right, brings up Bregman. Bregman, same thing, 4-6-6, runner on first and third as the runner gets an extra base on that hit. All right. Brings up Yuri Gurriel. Yuri Gurriel. 1-2-2. It's going to be a workman check. No. Champion or whiffer. Neither. That's going to be a line out to third. Will end the inning without any further damage. But 3 hits, 1 run, no errors. Astros lead by 1. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Gallo leading off. 1-3-6. Going to be a ace check. No. Champion. No. Otherwise, outfield drama. All right. Sorry. Yes, outfield drama. Or infield drama. Sorry. Whiffer cold. So he is whiffer. Sorry. I was reading the wrong column. It is a strikeout. So this will go to the next guy. It's a 2-4-6. That is going to be a control check, ground out to the pitcher. 2 outs. Odor. 4-4-6, going to be a star check. Semi-star did not get it. And otherwise, it's going to be sad sack utility or patient. He's semi-utility. We have to re-roll the utility. Didn't get the utility. And it's going to be a single for Odor. And I was contemplating whether or not the Astros should have used their stat, but they could rely on maybe that he would have gotten the utility, but he didn't. So we're going to the red chart for the next result. That is the experience chart. We're going prospect versus icon. So the odds again are not going to be very good for the Rangers here, anyways. So 33 prospect batter, yep, and that's a chopper, ground out to pitcher, and will end the inning. So 1 hit, no runs, no errors. And we go down to the bottom of the fourth. Astros still lead 1-0. Correa leading off, bottom of the fourth. 3-5-5. 3-5-5 going to be struggler or gilded. No, champion, otherwise ground out. Unless he's a whiffer, he is strikeout. All right. Go to Reddick. And Reddick 3-3-6. That is going to be ace or dynamic check. Decided I came up as true, and that's because while Kluber is not an ace, he is semi-dynamic. All pitchers in this season are semi-dynamic, so in this case, they do get the out. It'll be a pop out to a fly out to center field. Now the next result will be on the red chart, the experience chart, semi-icon Kluber versus prospect Garnell, and it's going to be a 23. 23 is prospect pitcher, no, otherwise ground out to second base. That will end the inning there. So 1, 2, 3 go down the Astros. They still hold a 1-0 lead though as we go to the top of the fifth inning. And Kinnear Falefa will be leading off. 1, 2, 4 going to be a control check, and then it'll be a ground out for out number 1. Andrus up next. 1-1-5 fresh check, and the decided die says that he's still fresh, and that will be out number 2 with a pop fly. Brings up Calhoun, Willie Calhoun. Willie Calhoun 2-6-6, and that will be most likely, yeah, that is going to be out number 3. It will be a fly out to right field, ending the inning. And 1, 2, 3, they go down to the bottom of the fifth. Here we go. So far, both pitchers doing excellent. Therefore, neither team really thinking about replacing them at this point, but they are kind of on a leash at this point. Springer, 1-1-4, did not get the decider die for fresh. It's going to be sad sack or patient check. No. Otherwise, a single with a... all right, so they're going to make a decision here. Well, no, actually they can't. So it is going to be a single, and we are going to be going to the chemistry chart for the next result. So Springer gets a hit. And we go to the chemistry chart. Both teams are semi-dissonant. So both teams are dissonant with this roll. It'll be a 34. 34 is going to be batting team harmony. No. It's going to be a ground out to third, and it'll be a fielder's choice. So Altuve goes to first, Springer is out, and we get Brantley up next. Brantley, 3-5-5. Struggler or gilded, no, champion. Otherwise, ground out, unless he's a whiffer, so it's going to be a ground out, but it's going to be a productive ground out. Oh, actually, well, 3-5-5, no, it's not. It's going to be a fielder's choice again. All right, Bregman up next. And we're on our first changes with every batter. Bregman, 4-6-6, control, yes. And that's going to be a runner on first and third with a single. All right, because that was a control check and pitch red. And another hit. 6 hits already today for the Astros compared to 3 by the Rangers, but only 1 run out of it so far. Gurriel wanting to change that. 2-2-6. Batter is not hit by a pitch. He is not the cleanup batter, and it's going to be a fly out. Unless he's a whiffer, he's not. So it's going to be a fly out and ends the inning. without any score. So the score remains 1-0 after a little bit of a threat here from the Astros in the top of the bottom of the fifth. We go to the top of the sixth, and the Rangers are starting to run out of options here. So let's see what they can do. See if they can make something happen here in the sixth inning. Last inning of semi-freshness for both pitchers, by the way. 2-4-5. That's going to be a hero check. He's nothing anywhere close to a hero, so that will be a pop fly, and we go to the red chart for the next result. And it's going to be a 26 on the red chart with a semi-prospect versus an icon. 26, icon pitcher, yep, and that's going to be a strikeout for out number 2. And Santana up next. Santana with a 4-4-5. It's going to be a workman check, no. Patient, otherwise ground out, and that will end the inning. So 1, 2, 3, they go down in the sixth. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Astros. Correa up to bat. 3-3-6. 3-3-6. Ace or dynamic. They got the decider die. That is going to be an out, which is going to be a fly out to center field. However, the next result will be on the experience chart. Now, we got an icon versus semi-icon. This would be interesting. Could be icon versus icon 22. On the red chart, going to be prospect pitcher, no. Otherwise, pop out to pitcher. And that is an out. Garneau up next. Could be an interesting game that neither team may use their relief pitchers in this game. We'll have to see what happens here. 5-6-6 will be a strikeout, and that will end the inning. So the inning is over, and score remains 1-0. Rangers need to get a run to get this game to continue at this point. Verlander has not given up a run, so because he has a shutout going, he will automatically be semi-fresh for this inning as well until he gives up a run. So they're going to leave him in for right now. He's a very good pitcher. Let's look at their backup pitchers actually, just see if they got a better closer maybe. So this is Osuna, and we have here Peacock. And I think looking at those two, I think leaving Verlander in is probably the best option right now. I think we get the most solid inning out of him, but we'll see. Semi-fresh. And it's going to be 2-2-3. 2-2-3. Wild, no. Slugger or utility. Semi-utility, yes. And that will be out number 1. Oh, actually, we're supposed to go to the red chart or blue chart for this. I'm sorry. So we can't look at that one. I apologize. 23. 23 is cold pitcher. No. Otherwise, towering fly out. Actually, he is cold. Sorry. So it is going to be a single. So leadoff single for Odor. And they're thinking about the pitching now at this point. So they're going to start warming up Ozuna. Get him ready to go in. So they may need to put him in. Guzman, 1-1-4, not fresh. However, the good news is that Astros still have both of their stat cards, so they're just going to flip this. He is now fresh, and it's a ground out to shortstop instead. That'll be out number 1, and actually out number 2. Because it's a double play. All right, so Kiner, Khalifa, last chance, 4-5-6, and that is it for the game, as it is a, actually, hang on, 4, 5, 6, be patient, no, and it's going to be a fly out to center field. It will end the game. So that is it. 7 innings, as you know, is it for 7-inning baseball. And we get a lot more complete games like the one we just got from Verlander here in this game. Kluber never got a replacement in either. I mean, he only gave up 1 run, to be honest, and so they probably would have replaced him if they had gone on to the bottom of the 7th, but they didn't. So 1-0 final here for the Rangers, and the Rangers had 4 hits, nothing out of it, and 6 hits for the Astros and no errors. So that is it, 1-0. And that is the final here from Houston. Thank you everybody for watching today. If you like this, make sure that you subscribe, but turn on your notification bell for further videos. We'll be doing more of these hopefully in the future.